Welcome to this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Locke. As we get ready for Labor Day weekend, students over at BSU have been in class for a couple of days already. And I talked to Bridgewater State University President Fred Clark earlier this week about the return to in-person classes, including safety protocols being taken. And he also had a message for both the campus community and the town of Bridgewater. We're in a time now in the world where safety protocols really are in effect. And I saw that there was an email that went out to the students as far as some of the safety protocols. I believe there's a 98.5% vaccination rate as far as the COVID vaccine goes, and masks are going to be required indoors through September 30th, I believe. Yep. But for students who haven't really gone to campus yet or are going to be late arriving, what are some of the things they can expect to see? Because there are parents who may be a little uneasy about their student going to a different university in a town miles away.
Yep. Well, I'd go back just a little bit. Before the pandemic, we were voted the top 5 institutions in the United States for being safe. That was before the pandemic hit. During the pandemic, through a lot of different protocols, we had a 1% positivity. It was actually a little bit lower than 1% positivity. So we know how to keep our students safe, and they've been excellent at keeping each other safe as well. A lot of those protocols have moved forward. So today, because of the vaccine availability, we require all of our students to be vaccinated. If they're not vaccinated, we do give them an opportunity to be exempted for religious or medical purposes. So as of last week, 91% of our students were fully vaccinated. 98% of our faculty and staff are vaccinated. We'll now be able to require our faculty and staff to be fully vaccinated with some state-level activity that's occurred. In addition to that, we are requiring mask wearing indoors, which we think is an added protocol of safety, even though we have a very high vaccination rate on campus. We'll also be testing every single week any student that is exempted, and any faculty or staff member or community member that wants to get tested for free on a weekly basis. We'll be doing that, about 1,000 tests per week going forward. And we'll see where we are at the end of September, and it's possible we'll extend. But we'll see where the country is, where the region is, and hopefully we'll be okay. At the end of the day, though, it will require our students to be good stewards of their own health and good stewards of each other. And that begins tomorrow when our classes begin.
Certainly puts a lot of minds at ease, hopefully.
Yes.
And this is the first normal opening of school here at BSU in a couple of years. You were here in 2020. It didn't have the same feeling as it does today. Yep. Having students come back, having the move-ins take place, what's that feeling knowing that as of this taping, we're hours away from having the university almost back to normal?
Our students are extremely excited to be back. Now, they're a little anxious too because of, the pandemic, and they haven't been physically together, and they've been sitting at home or apart from each other. But I can tell you, if we didn't learn anything in the pandemic, we learned this. We need each other. Students need to learn together in person. They need to play together, eat together, and do research together and lead together. So I'm not surprised that our students are excited to be back. And by the way, the faculty and staff are just as excited. But it cuts against the grain of our humanity to be apart the way we were. People need each other. And tomorrow begins another expression of Bridgewater State providing that opportunity for everyone to be together and to be better for it. I can't wait.
And there's a number of people with vested interest in the beginning of school. Obviously the students, the faculty, the residents of town that's going to be dealing with the increased traffic flow, the local businesses, they're going to see a spike in business. Do you have a message for everybody watching that may have that vested interest in the beginning of school here at BSU?
Well, I think our friends in the town of Bridgewater, and particularly in the business community, missed our students, missed our faculty and staff, and I know businesses really struggled during that period of time. And our students are already, and our faculty and staff are already patronizing all the businesses that they are used to patronizing. So that's good. That's good busy, and I'm sure that the businesses will agree with it. We do have about 8% less students than we did pre-pandemic, so that's about 800 less students. That will translate to less cars on the road. So hopefully the impacts, of Bridgewater State on the town will be mitigated to a degree. But I think people are going to be very happy that Bridgewater's back.
And we'll have the full interview with myself and BSU President Fred Clark coming up on BTV's social media sites next week. Over at Bridgewater Middle School, a special school supply drop-off took place thanks to the Bridgewater Community Lions Club. Dozens of new notebooks, pencils, pens, crayons, and so much more will be loaded into backpacks for the first day of school next week for students at the middle school on Mount Prospect Street. If you'd like to donate some new school supplies, please reach out to Sarah Moore at smore@bridge-rain.org. And finally today, Music Alley held their season finale concert, and we've been showing you replays of the concerts on Music Alley Presents, which you can watch on BTV. Coming up in a few weeks, we'll have the performer from the final concert of the year, Leroy Street. This is a great storytelling concert, and we hope you'll enjoy it on BTV coming up again in a few weeks, but we want to leave you today with a sampling of what you'll hear on the show. Thanks for watching and have a great long weekend.
Yeah. Tell them we're finally here and mark the day. I want the date and time when you first decided to play. This ain't the introduction of something along the way. Simple pride that was used to go fuel what I have to say. What you got to say? I got a lot that's on my mind. I appreciate you wanting to listen and take the time. That pause button is always there if you feel inclined. I may say some things you don't like at any time. Let's get into it. There's some things that you need to know. Things I got on my heart I've been meaning to let go. Like one, I'm a liar, I've been lying for years. I lie so much it's even times I brought my mother to tears. Or two, I'm a sinner, should've said that first. Sin so much if it was a drug I'd be in my hearse. I'm not cursed, this ain't me feeling bad for myself. It's amnesty in my music, the freedom to be myself, cause I'm here. Yeah. Hey, let them know that we here. I came through something smooth, someone go and have them tell them I'm here. Yeah, and I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Yeah, hey, tell them we here. Hey, hey, I got kicked about the church and then let back in. I guess they felt they had the power to absolve of my sins. I saw the power of the truth and what it could do. Unfortunately, at that moment, it was in the wrong hands. Me and Richie used to think that we were pushing malice. Two brothers who shared a passion, nobody could match us. Truth is, from the jump, you never had a point to prove. We were bluff from the beginning, you was always my dude. We here, it's the feeling that you get when you win. The feeling of being king of everything with a pen. It's the feeling of being high without the plan to enhance it. The feeling of taking risks when everyone is against it. You know how many can really mess with the flow. The genesis of the movement, it's the start of the show. Lights out there in the halls, curtains racing the bar. God's on me and started marching wherever you are. You know, there's some things that you need to know. Things I got on my heart and it's ready to explode. Like one, I'm a liar, I've been lying for years. I lie so much as